on the beat.
Everywhere that I step, man, I feel like it's a minefield. Every day I feed my brain, I'm just trying to keep my mind filled. And bitch, I've been through a lot, ever wonder how I feel. They wanna know how many bitches I fuck, the niggas I killed. It don't really matter just as long as you know I'm real. Got a brother like that nigga off of power, nigga Tommy real. I got my middle fingers up, screaming fuck you bitch. I'm fly in my Tommy heel. I'm smoking BLKs, bumping UGK. My ex still popping pills. It's a gift from God, my nigga, that's not a skill. You can name any nigga on this earth, they not as real. Hey, this the real trill right chill, baby, this not a drill. I'm screaming R.I.P. to my brother Chris, to my cousin Kwame, and my mama still. Shit, I ain't even lying on the other line trying to make a deal. I ain't even lying, even if I'm flying, I'ma make me a meal. But my goal is to trill, everybody chasing that dollar bill. Gotta watch out for the snakes and the rats in the field. Heard a little nigga got cracked in the reels for trying to take wrecks that ain't his. Everywhere that I step, man, I feel like it's a minefield. Every day I feed my brain, I'm just trying to keep my mind filled. And bitch, I've been through a lot, ever wonder how I feel. They wanna know how many bitches I fuck, the niggas I killed. It don't really matter just as long as you know I'm real. I got a brother like that nigga off of power, nigga Tommy real. I got my middle fingers up, screaming fuck you bitch. I'm fly in my Tommy heel. I'm smoking BLKs, bumping UGK. My ex still popping pills. My niggas dying to live cause we ain't got a choice. My niggas screaming and yelling, we ain't got a voice. These niggas acting like bitches like they pussy moist. Pulling up in the Rolls Royce. I don't wanna hear no noise, I just wanna see the fucking invoice, nigga. I just want everybody around me to get a lot of bread. I just want everybody around me to not see the feds. But when they scream code red and the nigga in the bed, gotta watch what the other motherfucking nigga said. Shit, you don't even know if the other nigga scared. Nigga, this a gang, gotta watch how you play it. Too many niggas from my side of town end up gone. Too many niggas from my side of town feel alone. And they don't wanna go home, rather stay in the streets and do wrong. That's the only place that they really feel they belong. Every single day is the same old song. Another black man getting shot in the dome. No, I'm not preaching, my nigga, just giving the game. Bitch, I'm just giving the game. I know it all, cause my nigga, I did the same. I was wetting niggas up like my gun, it was made out of clouds. And my bullets, they was made out of rain. I shoot a nigga even though the nigga way out of range. Do your thing, just use your brain. Everywhere that I step, man, I feel like it's a minefield. Every day I feed my brain, I'm just trying to keep my mind filled. Because I've been through a lot, ever wonder how I feel. They wanna know how many bitches I fuck, the niggas I killed. It don't really matter just as long as you know I'm real. Got a brother like that nigga off of power, nigga Tommy real. I got my middle fingers up, screaming fuck you bitch. I'm fly in my Tommy heel. I'm smoking BLKs, bumping UGK. My ex still popping pills.
Peace on the beat.
Yep. That was to my little brother Ron Mack off the 2 Trillion mixtape. You catch that on YouTube right now. Spotify, if I am mistaken. The 2 Trillion mixtape by Ron Mack. What's going on with y'all? Or nobody, since ain't nobody on right now, but I'm gonna still speak like I'm speaking to one person or 1,000 people. Topic. What's going on, Troll with the Soul? Salute to you too, bro. Appreciate you stopping through, showing some love. Respect to you for that, bro. But topic for today, or the topic that I'm gonna speak on real quick, is why boss ladies or boss women or women in upper management, women who own their own businesses, and I'm talking about real businesses. I ain't talking about you own your OnlyFans page or your Snapchat or you an Instagram model. That don't even count. But I'm talking about to the real women out here who are real business owners, that employees and et cetera, et cetera. Why is it so hard for them to find a suitable mate? That's the question. And I don't have all the answers, but I have some insight. And this topic really came up because I was talking to a young lady who owns her own business. She owns a few buildings. And she owns her company. She don't subsidize or whatever like that. She's an owner. She's a real boss. And ever since her divorce, it's been hard for her to find a suitable mate. And it kind of reminds me of the Tia Mowry situation. Once you leave a marriage, you're thinking that because you are beautiful, because you are attractive, that you could just jump back out here. But it's not that easy and it's not that simple. Of course, men gonna always want to have sex with y'all ladies, and we will say some incredible things in order to try to get sex from y'all ladies. So from what she was telling me, her DMs is flooded, her inboxes on social sites are flooded because, yeah, she's beautiful. She's gorgeous. So, of course, people be trying to get at her. But she's saying that a lot of people are intimidated by her. A lot of men are intimidated by her. And these not, just regular dudes. These are, pretty top earning men or successful men, they got their stuff together. They got it going on. But a woman like her intimidates them. Why? And I would say that no, they're not intimidated. You know what I'm saying? It may be something else, but no. She said that the guy said that he's intimidated by her. And I told her, you kind of dodged the bullet. Because if somebody comes into the relationship with the mindset that you're too good for them, they're gonna always be playing catch up. No matter how they feel, no matter what they got going on, they're gonna always feel like they're playing catch up, or they're gonna feel like they're beneath you. That don't necessarily work with men because we don't think like that. We what it is more, it's not, I wouldn't call it necessarily intimidation, but I don't think certain men know how to handle a woman that doesn't need them. And like I was telling her, men need to be needed. It's a need for them. They need to be needed. We don't function well with women that don't need us for nothing. Because then we end up just being there. Like, and we don't want to just be there just to be around, you know what I mean? Or we'll start feeling like a boy toy. The only thing you want me for is D. Wow. So no, a real man has to feel needed. A real man has to feel needed. You know, it's biology. Like I said, if you don't need me, then you don't need me. You know what I'm saying? And you can't just only call me when you need me. You know, because then we feel like we're being used. But no, use us while you have us. Appreciate us while you have us. But at the same time, make us feel needed. You know what I mean? And she don't need nobody. Financially, she don't need nobody. But she does need a man. She has a son. Even though his father is, got that covered. But still, for the times that, for the times when he's not around and he's with the mom and he's in the same household with the mom, he still needs certain things taught to him to help him become that man. You know what I mean? What's going on, Israel Mills? What's up with you? So, boss chicks don't come off as somebody who needs a man. Like they just don't. They don't carry themselves like that. So it's hard for them to find somebody that's going to, play second fiddle to whatever they got going on. Like if we're not in control of the situation, we don't want to be there. Because when it go bad, we're gonna get blamed for it. So we might as well have some kind of stake in it, some kind of control or ownership in it. But if we can't, then 9 times out of 10 we're not gonna be around. Now, with her situation, she was saying that the guy not only was intimidated by her, but he felt like she wasn't a fan of his, basically, because she said she wanted to get to know him as a person. He's a I don't want to put out too much information, but he's in the sports industry. Let's say he's in the sports industry, and she's saying that she looks up to him. She's impressed by him, but at the same time, while she's being impressed by him, she wants to know more about him as a person. She don't care about the sports part of his life. And I told her that's going to be kind of hard for him because it sounds to me, it's just from the outside looking in, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. But from the outside looking in, it's not so much that he wants a groupie, but he wants somebody who looks at him as, or he wants a fan, even though that's not what we really need. That's not what we really settle for. You know what I mean? But she said that she wanted to know him and not the person that has the groupies. She wants to get to know him. All right, I'll check that out. But she wants to get to know him as an individual. Well, the groupies that's around him don't care about none of that. They starstruck. They are starstruck. Appreciate that, Izzy. Yeah, I forgot you. Scratch that because you said only chicks need to call you that. Appreciate you, Israel Mills. Appreciate you, sir. On the Cash App. Good looking out, bro. But I kind of feel bad for her because she is, well, she ain't no spring chicken young, but she's not old either. She's in her mid-30s. And like I said, she's attractive. But the guy that's gonna holler at her is gonna holler at her for the wrong reasons. They're gonna try to get in where they fit in, and that's it. Unfortunately, but that's what we do a lot of times. You know what I mean? Until somebody shows that their worth is beyond that of just attraction and being a trophy, basically. But she doesn't have a lot of, being that she is a boss, she don't have a lot of time. He don't have a lot of time. And in order for relationships to really work, y'all got to have each other's undivided attention. And even if he, even if he works a lot and she works a lot, y'all got to make sure that y'all try to connect with each other when y'all do have downtime and kind of keep that thing going. And it goes back to what I was speaking on about the work-life balance. But dudes don't fare well with women who they have to wait on to be available versus groupies who make themselves available all the time. So it's just it's a conundrum, and I kind of feel bad for her. You know what I'm saying? Because I think she deserves to be happy. She deserves to be with somebody. She deserves to be covered, and she deserves to be helped. I honestly feel like that. And man, I hate to see somebody like that, live alone, or because I ain't gonna say die alone. We all do that. It's only I ain't seen no casket with no bunk beds in it, but still though, to have somebody that's with you, that covers you throughout the duration. Because as much as she is a boss, I know she doesn't want to have to be in that position all the time. Because if I was her dude, we'll be delegating a lot of that stuff that that she's at work for, because she does work a lot and she does a lot of stuff that she does not have to do. She can hire people to do that so that she could have more time with her family, more time with the guy that she's trying to be with. But also another thing is, you women, y'all can't pick. It's not up for y'all to pick. American Negro, shout out to you, bro. It's not up to y'all to pick. It's up to y'all to be picked. You just have to be available. So when that dude that you want to surrender yourself to comes to pick you, that you're available. And a lot of women aren't available. A lot of women, because they are bosses, because they got certain things going on, they can juggle a lot of men. You know what I'm saying? And that's not going to help you find the one. Like, you're not going to find the one that you need having all these men and then trying to sort it out. It don't work like that. Because just like mine, and I was telling her this, when I met my wife, we had each other's undivided attention, and that's what ultimately made her be my choice to pick for a wife, because we made sure that we stayed in contact from the first day that we met. Well, not first day that we met, but the first day that we started conversating with each other every day. I'll call her if I got downtime. I'll call her, see what she's doing. Do I need to come over there where you at, or are you gonna come over here where I'm at? Either way, somebody got to do something, because we need to link up. Because if we getting to know each other, this is an everyday thing. I'm here for it, the good, bad, and indifferent. But if you a boss chick, you ain't got time for all that. Your tolerance is gonna be low, because you don't feel like you need to go through nothing. But relationships, you're gonna go through something. On the way to becoming one soul or one being, which you become that in marriage, on the way to that, it's a lot of things that y'all gonna have to shake off. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I had a hardened heart. I was bitter because of my ex-wife, my divorce, et cetera, et cetera. But I knew I couldn't bring that into no new relationship. And I'm glad I had a type of woman that was understanding enough and cognizant enough to say, hey, that person hurt you, not me. So at least give me a chance. I'm thinking to myself, what, give you a chance to hurt me? Nah. She was like, nah, I don't want to hurt you. Like, because I don't want you to hurt me. I don't want to be hurt. Part of that was the fact that we was both kind of like at our wits' end with dealing with the opposite sex. Not meaning that I was gonna go to the same. No, I just was gonna be a savage out here in these streets. I was gonna resort back to my old habits, my old ways, because it wasn't until I started caring about a chick that I actually got hurt. Before, I never got hurt. I mean, if I was with a chick and I happened to see her out with somebody, I wouldn't get mad. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, well, I ain't called that girl in about 2-3 weeks. What I expect? I almost forgot about it until I saw her. Be honest with you, like she at the bottom of the roster. I ain't mad at it. You know, so they just you got to have my undivided attention, just like I need to have your undivided attention. If there was ever a situation where my current wife, I didn't have her attention, I wouldn't have been around her. Period. Because I mean, you got groupies, you got flunkies, you got, you know what I'm saying, folks that just to kick it with you with it going nowhere, no strings attached and all that. But I didn't want that. I just got out of a marriage, so I was in marriage mode. The reason why I got married is because I was tired of the game. I was tired of juggling women. I can't juggle in real life, but I can juggle women. Yep, I can juggle women. It's 24 hours in a day. It's 7 days in a week. And I will max all of them out. That's all I used to do, especially when I ain't had no job. My job was women. I got a chick over here I got to go pick up some money from. I got a chick over here that need a couple of dollars. She finna get a couple of dollars from this other chick that I just picked up some money from. But it was just a transaction all day type of situation. And a lot of them women that I did that with were bosses because they were so used to men not approaching them because they felt intimidated by these women. Bro, you don't have to be intimidated by no woman. Ain't no such thing as out of your league. I mean, they do have women who probably not in your same class, but they ain't out your league because the moment that she decide that she's gonna, because you choose her, but she has to be, like I say, available. So if she's available when you chose her and y'all, choose each other, then how's she out your league? She's not. She just, she's now a part of your team. But she's a part of your team because she looks at you as a leader. Most times, or that's how it should be, let me say. Because a lot of these folks, they ain't looking for no doggone, they ain't looking for nobody to lead them. They looking for somebody who they can use and get to the next level. They looking for a ladder. Like Pac said back in the day. They looking for a ladder. They looking for something to climb. They ain't trying to do nothing real. They ain't trying to, like they say, they don't want no families, ain't no reason to get married because ain't no man finna tell them what to do. Unless he's signing a paycheck. But that ain't about nothing. Thank you, babe. I got one. Oh, that's the one out of there. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, I'm missing that now. Oh well, I'll figure it out. But man, thank you for interrupting me. I'm just messing with you. I appreciate you. I really do. So now the reason why I can say this is because I've been there. A lot of chicks, man, they just want to use you, man. They ain't trying to do nothing serious, and they telling you this. And I don't get mad when I see these YouTube shorts, these Instagram clips, or wherever they at. I don't get mad when I see it. I think that men should be grateful that these women are out here telling on themselves. Because as soon as they tell you who they are, believe them. They tell you they don't need no man, they're right. They don't need no man. They need a simp. They need a sap sucker. They need a lollipop. You know what I'm saying? They need a sweet lick. That's what they need. Because it's difficult for a lot of women, especially if they're boss chicks, to be able to put that tool belt up and be a submissive woman to somebody. Because they run so much. So they want to run you too. Straight up. But a real man don't want to be ran. A real man, you can't tell them what to do. Even if it's helping them, if they don't see it already, then you can't convince them of it. You can't make a man see what you trying to get them to do, because it don't work like that. Because even if you do that, you're not gonna like that dude, because you're gonna feel like, well, the only reason why he there on this level because I got him there. And you're gonna hold that over his head. You're gonna make sure he knows that. And that ain't necessarily cool. It really ain't. That ain't cool at all. But like I said, men need to be needed, but we don't need to be told what to do. Because if you got to tell that dude what to do and how to do it, then it's not coming from his own mind. He's not gonna get any satisfaction out of it. Grown man, he don't need no training wheels. Not saying that it's nothing that he can't learn from you. Because just like with this lady, I wanted to go to her and pick her brain as to how she got to owning these buildings, these these different businesses and things like that. So I can get some knowledge or some insight on how to do that. We never had that conversation, but I was just letting her know that I value the work that she put in to get to where she is. You know what I'm saying? But most men, or the men that she wants, shall I say, they already well off. They already put together. They doing their thing. So she's not gonna be able to get what she's looking for. She's just not. And it's a sad thing to see. It's a sad thing to see. But what y'all got to say on it? Because the chat pretty quiet. I appreciate that troll with a soul. See American Negro. Emperor Kojak. What up though? I got a partner that used to always say that. What up though? My homeboy DJ in Augusta. Yeah, man. JD, what's good with you? Hey man, matter of fact, let me go ahead and I'll drop the link, man. Y'all might want to come up. I don't care. I ain't planning on being on here that long, but I'm willing to go wherever the conversation go. I'm cool with that. I am cool with that. And I appreciate y'all coming to check me out, man. I'm just trying to get into the swing of things, and at least I know I missed yesterday, but I'm trying to get my stamina up, like Mr. Israel Mills and Mr. Corey Love, the way they do this thing every single day. Even when Iz wasn't feeling good, he still at least got on here for a couple of minutes. You know what I'm saying? And I, for one, I appreciate that, man. Because like I said, it's a lot of us out here seeking knowledge, looking for information, because a lot of us are tired. You're right, bro. That's a Detroit thing. That's what DJ from. Yep. Detroit, Michigan. I got family in Springfield too, by the way. So I be up that way sometimes too. But man, like I say, just trying to do this thing every day consistently. Consistency is the name of the game. But I got the link in there if y'all wanna come through. If not, that's cool too. I keep on rocking it out because I just want to speak on this, man, because I I can have these conversations with these women and they're more prone to listen to me because they know I don't want them. But so they know that the information I'm giving to them is coming from a sincere place. But at the same time, it's like, man, can't nobody do nothing with you, like for real, because these bosses, man, that's a mindset. To be a boss, to be that person, it's a certain mindset that you gotta have, and once you discipline yourself enough to have that mindset, it's kind of hard, man. It's kind of hard. Yeah, one day at a time, bro. Keep pushing forward. Most definitely. I am. Like I said, I'm just, getting used to talking because I ain't used to talk because I ain't felt like people was deserving enough to hear what I got to say. Because I'll be wanting to have real conversation with folks, and they'll be like, "Man, you heard that new Trippie Redd? Nigga, fuck you and Trippie Redd. I don't know if they ain't talking about shit. Y'all want to dodge the real conversation because y'all want to be on the trendy BS. You know what I'm saying? You want to because this chick know this song, you want to know this song too, so you can get in. Man, that's that young shit. I've been there, done that. Been there and done that. I remember when Do or Die came out with Poe Pimp. Just the fact that I was able to rap Twista's verse, that's all it took sometimes. And I was in the military. So these wasn't just no dungeon dragon type chick, like what I'm saying. It was in the military, and it was some straight chick, but I'm like, these hoes so dense and simple minded. I said, I didn't write the verse, I just rapped the verse. But hey, whatever get my tip with at that time, I didn't care. Whatever it was. But you don't really become a man until you grow up and get past that, man, for real. Like Iz said, man, we don't chase booty. And when box, right, and when box is always at the forefront of your mind, bro, you ain't really trying to build or do nothing because you thinking about something that's basically available everywhere. Everywhere. Especially with them having these slut walks and promiscuity being accepted and promoted worldwide, man, look, you can get boxed. Everybody ain't charging. Everybody don't have to be taking on a $700 date. Everybody don't have to be flew out or flew to. Okay. But yeah, man. And that was another part of that conversation that we had. She said that I'm not just gonna be giving it up to know anybody. I have to get to know them. I understand that, but while you getting to know him, you getting to know the inside of somebody else who is less than. I mean less than. If you can be a boss chick all you want to, if you playing around, he gonna cheat on you with the chick in the drive-thru at McDonald's, the cook in Burger King. You got a fatty in her uniform pants. Real. Care about you being no boss? Cause as your man, when I come in, I'm gonna absorb all of that responsibility. Believe it or not. Emperor Kojak say, even my algebra teacher, freshman year in high school, used to sing the hook. Straight up. Man, that song hit. Everybody was on that twisted verse. But yeah. Damn, I'm the youngest dude here. Didn't that song come out in 94? I was born in 85. Okay. You were born in 85, and the first pair of Air Max came out in 85. I mean, not Air Max, but Air Force Ones. A lot of people don't remember that. Go back and watch the first Terminator when Buddy first landed and he was trying not the Terminator, but the dude that knocked Sarah up. If you pay attention to that scene where he was running around trying to find clothes and stuff, he reached in a bargain bin and pulled out a pair of 85s. Them Air Force One 85s. So yeah. But yeah, bro, you young, cuz. But you ain't super duper young. I was born in 78. Yeah, that do a die song came out about 95, 96. Yeah. Bro said I was 10. Matter of fact, I remember I was in the 3rd grade in 86. That's when the Challenger blew up. I heard Dave Chappelle talking about that the other day. I was like, yeah, I remember that. They did roll that TV in. I was in the 3rd grade. I'll never forget. They're like, yeah, we want to watch the space shuttle leave Earth. Tell me how that went. Y'all got me feeling ancient. But like Pac said, if you were born before 1980, you were born BC. For crack. For the crack epidemic. Yep. Born in BC. I won't feel like right back. Emperor Kojak, you said you were watching it with your grandma. Did you kind of let me tell you how this story. Let me get into some other stuff real quick. I don't know how y'all gonna feel about this, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. I only spoke about this with a few people. JD, you might be kind of familiar with that with this if you're still on here, bro. But one of the people from the spaceship Challenger was a guy named Ron McNair. Ron McNair was from Columbia. And I remember before him going up there, that's why I felt like they made sure that everybody that was in Columbia watched it during school, because we was kind of tied to it, because one of our own was supposedly one of the astronauts, right? So they had this whole biography on him and things like that. But after the space shuttle blew up, it was a guy that came out speaking about the situation. It was, very short-lived, but he spoke about the situation. But he was saying that he was the twin brother of Ron. It was Ron Neal, something like that. Okay. See, my grandma was from Eastover, South Carolina. I went to Weber in Eastover. Matter of fact, the documentary we was doing earlier today had a lot of people from Lower Richmond, and they all was from that area. Matter of fact, the song I played earlier, Ron Mack, his his father is from Eastover. So my mom met him when we lived in Eastover. But like I said, I was going to Weber in Eastover. At the time, Weber is it's a strictly elementary school now. But at the time when I went to Weber, which was 83, Weber went from pre-K to the 12th grade. Mind you, and tell me if I'm lying, Emperor Kojak, but Eastover probably got 2 red lights, maybe 3. But other than that, bro, it's dirt roads. It's dirt road. You talking about country? It don't get no more country than that. I had hogs in my backyard, pigs, you know what I'm saying, chicken, guineas, like farm, bro. But at the same time, I also learned that that was the real way that you were supposed to live, because one of his aunts, when we used to go over there, her spot, she had apple trees, she had plum trees, she had all kind of fruit, all kind of vegetables. And it wasn't like it was a farm per se, because she wasn't producing enough to sell in stores, but she was able to live off her land. And to this day, that's what I'm striving to do. Like I'm getting a little bit closer, because where I am, I'm only 20 minutes away from Eastover. Actually, I do some work in Eastover when I work sometimes. But when I do the house building and stuff. But okay, the Millers, the Hall, the Kellys, the Jones. that was our tribe, the Jones, the Johnsons. But yeah, man. Real, that's man, that's how you supposed to live. Even though I don't think it's right for one person to own 40 acres, you know, that's what they were supposed to give us back in the day, 40 acres and a mule. But anyway, it wasn't just one person that owned that. It was families on top of families, and they would come and they would go. If they fell on hard times, they would come back, get their stuff together, and they out. But my bad is so back to that story. So the twin, Ron's twin, which he didn't have a twin, but his twin, you know, came and spoke out, and ever since his twin spoke out, the conspiracy theories started running with the fact that nobody actually was on the Spaceship Challenger. You don't believe me? Google it. You can actually put in Google, where are the astronauts from the Spaceship Challenger, and what's up, Cajun Dark Fire? And they have a video locating all of the people that were supposed to be on that spaceship. The reason why I say that is because I think a lot of people don't understand that that's part of the trickery that these folks want us to believe. You can't leave Earth, bro. You just can't. You can't leave Earth, just like you can't make a hoe a housewife. You can make her a wife, but you can't make her a housewife. She's still a hoe. Wives aren't just titles. Yeah, it was him, bro. It was him. Because he didn't come right after the Challenger thing happened. This was 25 years later that he came out. And I'm like, I remember when he came to our school and did a little lecture and all that, you know what I'm saying? If you looking at somebody, because he spoke for about an hour and a half or whatever like that. Me, I'm a person, I'm a detail-oriented person, or at least I try to be. So I noticed that there was a scar that the one that's supposed to board the Challenger had, that the other one also had. And I'm like, y'all twins though, huh? Funny they ain't say nothing about that 25 years ago. No, I hate to break it to you, bro. There is no outer space. It's not. You know what I mean? And I know you I know your religion is Muslim, but I also know you know the Bible too. Check it out. If you read the very first chapter in Genesis, he'll tell you about how he made the earth and nothing else. The earth is so, matter of fact, because after every day that he made, he said that it was good. So he didn't stop for the day until he was like, all right, that's it. Everything that we see now with the earth being a enclosed system, everything in and of itself is perfect. It's perfect. You know what I mean? Like if you look at the design of it, you know what I mean? Clouds float over water sources, absorb that water and drop it on land to keep the plants growing and all that stuff. It's a cycle. It's a system. It's a closed system. You're not gonna get out. And if you don't believe me, go check out Operation Paperclip, Operation Fishbowl, Operation Dominic, because all of those operations, when you put them together, they say something. Operation Fishbowl was talking about the firmament. You know what I mean? And it's the firmament. Operation Dominic was when they were shooting rockets at the firmament. Because if y'all remember the Challenger, then y'all also remember how a couple of years later they were talking about there was a hole in the ozone layer. Well, if there's a hole in the ozone layer and we were told that outer space is a vacuum, then why we ain't get sucked out? Yep. No. Nope. The heavens is not space per se, because in the Bible it says that the space, in the Bible it says space is the area between the firmament and land. So everything above that is really supposed to be heaven. Not only that, because what Emperor Kojak say? Exactly. Because how was we able to go to the moon with ancient tech in the 60s, but can't go back there now with our advanced tech? Not. Yep, you are absolutely right about that. But I could take it a step further. There's a passage in the Bible that also said that Satan can no longer go to and fro. And the only reason why he was able to do that in the first place is because he's a spirit. It's also scriptures in the Bible that says that when it is over with, Armageddon or whatever like that, all the stars that they got us thinking that some of my planets and some of my stars, they all going to come crashing down to Earth. And from what they tell us in the books, that stars are the size of galaxies, or they just super huge, tremendous. The size is just unfathomable. So how they gonna crash to the Earth? It ain't leaving. God made this as our home, and it's perfect for us to live here. And that's it. Because my thing is, if you leave, why come back? Because there ain't nothing out there that you really need, like air and water. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew science was BS when they told us that Alpha Centauri is so far, it's so many light years away, and the light year is actually time. What a light year is the distance that light travels in a year. So some of these places that they say that they can go, using my rational brain, and I'm like, well, if it's so many light years away, and they say like one of them is 500 light years away, how you gonna get to something that's 500 light years away? Because you're not gonna see it. You would actually have to have a woman on there, and y'all would have to have a child, and that child would have to have eventually somebody to mate with, and you would have to probably do that 4 or 5 times just for that last person to survive to make it there, because you're not gonna make it there in your lifetime, even if it's 1 light year away. Because, like I said, this is distance that light travels in a year. Nah, nope. And matter of fact, if y'all Google it and do some research and see some of the products or some of the items that NASA made, it ain't got nothing to do with outer space. They create stuff like Tupperware. Ain't bullshit. Yeah, you saw that Cajun Dark Fire. Yeah, they call they were seeding clouds, and the guy, I remember that video too, because the guy was like, we're creating the cloud and da 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 da, and in a few hours it's gonna rain in Mississippi. Yeah. Yeah, these folks just be trying to imitate God. They're taking God out of, that's fine. They I can go into all that troll with the soul. Said the sun, the moon, stars, satellites that transmit signals for us to watch cable or somewhere. Yeah, they're in the sky. They're in the sky. And they be having us thinking, because bro, the reason why I say I don't personally believe into it, I don't personally believe in it, because I looked into it enough to realize that y'all lying. Y'all lying about something, because they got us under the impression that if it's daytime over here, then it's nighttime somewhere else. But if it's nighttime somewhere else, then why can't we see the moon during the daytime? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The moon is practically up there all day long. Don't have to believe me. Don't have to believe me. Yeah, I believe there's a space. I don't believe in outer space. That's why they call it outer space, because they thinking they're under the impression that you can leave out. Another thing why I don't believe it. If they say that the Earth is traveling, what they say, 66,000 miles through the galaxy, like it's as it goes around its orbit or whatever the case may be, then how can you leave? Because to me, it's like jumping out of a car on the interstate. If you jump out of a car on the interstate and it's doing 80, how you gonna catch that car? If you leave the Earth and it's traveling 60-some thousand miles, unless your ship that you own is traveling faster than that, how you gonna catch it to get back on there? Yeah, I know it is. You can see the moon during the day. Matter of fact, that's part of the isn't that part of the Muslim flag? Because it has a star in the middle of the crescent moon. Because during a certain time, yeah, that North Star or the Star of David, you can see it in the crescent of the moon. Right? I mean, all from what the good book says, this was all water. It was all void and without light and without form. and it was created for us to live on. But you got the powers that be that's telling us that, oh no, we can go, we can leave. That was the whole thing behind the Cold War. That's how America got its power, because people was naive enough to believe, oh man, y'all got the know-how, the technology, and the ability to go to the moon. Mind you, we did it with a Russian cosmonaut, from what they say. And that's why Russia and America always been this thing. Yeah, the great space race. That's why it's always been this thing. But man, you can't leave. They got amateur rockets that folks been sending up, and it's hitting something when it get up there. It's hitting something. But I feel like, and this is just my thoughts right here. This what I'm about to say is just my thoughts. The amateur rockets that go up there and hit something and get stuck and then fall down, they don't blow up like some of NASA stuff do. Even Chris Grissom, go back and look at Chris Grissom. He was an astronaut. They knocked him off because he said, we're not going into outer space in this crap. Like, I could see through the ceiling. He was like, oh, you making too much noise. And he was burnt alive. This lie is a huge lie. These NASA rakes in $100 million a year, or some stupid number like that. I don't even think it's a year. It might be a day or something like that. It's some astronomical number, but they getting it because they all of the paraphernalia, the space movies, the shows, you know what I'm saying, the cartoons, all this stuff that's surrounded by space. It's a whole industry. But just like somebody said earlier, why we ain't been back? We got more technology in our pocket, on our phones. There's more technology on our phones than they had back then. But we ain't went back. And every time they attempt to go back, something catastrophic happens. They don't even go straight up. They go and curve at an angle and land in the ocean. Everything is so compartmentalized. Everybody's not privy to all the information. So you got folks, walking around there thinking that they really know what's going on. But all that stuff has been debunked. All of it. But it's hard to but I get it though, and I ain't trying to change nobody's mind. Because just like that movie They Live, dude had to beat up Buddy to make him put the glasses on to see what he was seeing when he put the glasses on. It's a reason behind it. It's called cognitive dissonance. If you were raised knowing something or learning something, for somebody to come and say your reality is bullshit is hard. Is asked, so is space below the water or ocean? Nope. Nope. And it's funny how they actually say we know more about space than we know about the ocean. Imagine that. But the ocean is just an abyss. I mean, that's all it is. And to be honest with you, matter of fact, hold on. Let me pull this up real quick. Nah, I don't want to crash nothing. But there's a map of the Earth. Hold on, matter of fact, I think I need to find that real quick because I know y'all don't like to just believe somebody from saying something. So let me see if I can find it, so I can show y'all real quick. just to show y'all that both heaven and hell is here. Just want to show y'all this map real quick. See, I wasn't prepared. I would have already had this pulled up. All right. Can't really make it no bigger than that. But if you can see it, this little black area right here, it's called Sheol. Basically hell. Look up the definition of hell. That's what's in the ocean. That is here. See, people don't. Okay, the reason why I don't believe in other planets is because Earth is synonymous with the word land, synonymous also with the word dirt. And just like the Bible says, this land came out of the water. Land came out of the water. So the land that came out of the water, we call it earth, or like they call it dirt. Because matter of fact, they said that on Transformers. A lot of the stuff they be putting in movies, bro. But being that dirt is earth is dirt. They was able to say, well, this is Earth, this is Mars, this is such and such, and this is such and such, and this is such and such. But like I said, if you went to school back then, when I went to school, they told us Pluto was a planet. Pluto ain't a planet no more. They saying that Pluto is a moon of Saturn or an asteroid, right? But this was the last planet. So this was the planet that's the furthest away from us, furthest away from the sun. But y'all know so much about it then when y'all didn't have the technology that y'all thought it was a planet. But now that y'all have the technology, it's not a planet no more. Make that make sense. You can't. Good luck trying though, but you can't. Yeah, like I said, it's not so much of because I appreciate y'all disagreeing with me because this information ain't palatable. It goes against everything we were taught. Go ahead, bro. Got to throw a monkey wrench in real quick. You said that you can't change someone's mind from what they've been taught in regards to space. Can the same be said about the Bible? Oh yeah, you talking about as far as when people be saying that the Bible ain't real? They can say that. They can say that. Because if you're not, first of all, if you're not, I would dare to say a lot of the people that don't think the Bible is real, I'm not gonna say they wouldn't have, they didn't read it, but it didn't say anything to them. Because you can read something with a closed mind and just don't get nothing from it. You know what I'm saying? But I believe the Bible because I feel like it's a living word. Whereas if I can read this passage or this verse or this scripture, and it might mean something today, and then I see something totally different, or the same out of the same verse, the same scripture, it can have a different effect for me in a different situation. No, it's all good, bro. I appreciate and encourage the debate. I'm hoping somebody would tell me something that would actually make me think otherwise. To be honest with you, because I was a fan of space. That's why once this information came out to me, it made perfect sense. It wasn't so much going against what I thought was or what I learned, because first of all, when you in science and you writing all them definitions down, the first thing that they teach you is this is the study of. It's the study of. Science is the study of. Well, motherfucker, you studying it. You didn't make it. You didn't create it. So you don't know what the fuck you talking about. You just studying it. And you telling us based off of what you studied. Oh, okay. Keep studying. Whereas the Bible is saying this is how it's been made. Prove me wrong. You can't. That's why it's another passage in there when Jesus was like, well, where were you when the foundations of the earth was set? Where were you? And the reason why he said that because Jesus wasn't even around. I'm just saying. Jesus wasn't even around. Oh. I know it's a crazy thought. But he wasn't even around, bro. Yep. It says study to show thyself approved. Yeah. But it was speaking on studying the word. Speaking of studying the word, because think about it. All the stuff that's been named was already named for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, science and took it and they broke it down into different like they took certain species and broke them down to this and broke them down to that. But if it flew, it was a bird. I'm saying if it swam, it was a fish. You know what I'm saying? All these scientific name and popularized names, because you know it's actually metals that are named after the people that found them. Yeah, Elon Musk didn't even go. They did a breakdown of that video too. The car that was floating in that was supposed to be floating in space. Yeah. It was about the same distance up that Felix Baumgartner, who did the highest dive from supposedly outer space or upper space. Bro, you can go as high as you want to. You ain't leaving. Not leaving. That's why you can't get me to believe in no aliens. Now, I do believe that there's other life forms because he's supposed to be experimenting on stuff for years, decades even. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that alien or something from not from this world could survive here as much as we could survive in outer space. And that's why I feel like that's another reason why even if you could go, you shouldn't go. It goes back to the story about the Tower of Babel. The reason why, the Tower of Babel. The reason why God strict us down and gave us different languages so we couldn't talk to each other because these stupid was trying to build a stairway up there. That ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be here to survive, thrive, appreciate, and learn from this life. Because this life is just an experience that we're going through. Basically, God had multiplied himself, and we're all experiencing what it is to be human in this flesh. Because when we die, our bodies go back to dirt because we were made from dirt. You can bury somebody and you go back and you're gonna find them with some bones, and later on them bones are disintegrating to dirt and dust too. But ain't nobody keeping this flesh that we wrapped up in. You go back to the source. Kind of what they was alluding to in the movie Matrix, the source. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm just saying that this life has way more than just the bull that they showing us and trying to make us like they want us to glorify NASA and those folks versus glorifying the person that created it all this for us and gave us the ability to have this existence or this experience. Because like I was saying with my crossroads story, it's been times where I didn't believe it. Like, how I'm gonna believe something I can't see, I can't feel, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But when I had my crossroads experience, I was like, oh no, this is real. This is real. That's why they say be careful of what you speak out in the universe, because it ain't going nowhere. So it's gonna come back to you. If it was to go out of space, it ain't coming back. And that's one thing that scared me too about outer space. Like I said, I made straight A's in all my science classes. Space was my favorite subject. But it always scared me as to, like, when these folks leave from the space shuttle and outer space, if they mess around and disconnect, you mean to tell me they're just gonna float for eternity? Because even that goes against God, if you really think about it. Like, where your body going? You ain't even gonna get buried. I mean, it's that. So if you was, or if, let's say you did believe in the resurrection and all of that, like, how you gonna get resurrected? You ain't even here on Earth no more. You floating out there somewhere. You supposed to just magically appear back on Earth? That would piss me off if I went into outer space. To be honest with you. So you mean to tell me I had to build $1 billion spaceship to leave this thing, but I was automatically just summoned back to Earth? Nah. And actually, like I said, once I started understanding, I'm like, it's really a slap in the face to say you can leave something that God created for you and said it was good for you. You left that to do what? Go where? That's why I feel like, cause I just spent $1 billion for something. The only thing I had to do is die, and I'm back on Earth. I spent $1 billion to leave to go out of space. Something happened, something terrible happened, and now I'm floating around out of space in the vacuum of space. Hell yeah, that'd piss me off. You ain't see that movie with who that was? The Martian. I can't think of dude's name, but he was stuck on Mars. Bro. Nah, 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 nah. The part that would piss me off is the fact that I done wasted all this money. Yeah. Matt Damon. He said, you think when you die, you go back to earth? Yes. Yeah. Because I believe in the story of the resurrection story, because the resurrection story basically say we all here to experience this. You ain't gonna get it right. Because even Adam messed up. He was perfect. So you're gonna go through this experience for the simple fact Satan said he could run this better than God can. So he all right, because God could just kill him and prove him wrong. But it's the same thing as because when I asked that question, I'm like, well, why don't God just destroy Satan and just go on about his business? Because it's just like a teacher who has a student, and the student think that he knows more than the teacher. So instead of having them keep on heckling you while you trying to teach your class, no, you trade places with them. You go sit down and you let them teach the class, and they're going to show the class how much they don't know for real. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I actually understand it now. Now let him run him up, because the people that's gonna follow him, and the people that's not gonna follow him, they're not gonna follow him. You know what I mean? It's like when Satan took Jesus up to the top of the mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the earth and said, I'll give this to you if you do one act of worship towards me. And Jesus was like, and I'm not gonna be PC. I'm not. Jesus is like, if you don't get your bitch ass the fuck from around me with that dumb shit you talking about, homeboy, like, of course you can offer all this to me because it's yours. The whole world is in the power of the wicked one ever since that war happened. So yeah, he wasn't denying that. Yeah, you own all this. You own all these nations because the way they're being ran, yeah, it's being ran by you, Mr. Wicked. And he was like, well, why don't you just jump off the mountain? You know, God ain't gonna let you die, not his favorite. He's not gonna let you die. 1,000 angels will rush to save you before your feet can hit the ground. Once again, he said, I'm not gonna tempt God. Even though I know that'll happen, I'm not gonna do that just because. So again, get the fuck from around me. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing. Like, bro, I know I can. Like I said, when I was with that certain group that I was telling you about, I could have, man, look, I could have took on some of those things, but at the same time, I felt in my heart that now you'll be working for the devil then for real. 100 keys, and they only want 10 back. Oh, come on, man. No, stuff like that I turned down because I didn't want to live that life. It said the meek will inherit the earth. All y'all folks that's getting y'all riches now, enjoy it. Enjoy it. I'm here to tell you, these riches don't mean nothing. Goes back to, the lady who I was talking to, boss chick. She got the riches. Miserable. That's why they say don't store your riches on earth where thieves can break in, where it can rust. It could be taken away from you, corrupted, or whatever the case may be. Don't store your riches here. It's the reason why they say that. That's just like Dubai. When I was telling y'all about the flooding in Dubai, I looked at some of that footage. Bugattis don't float well. They don't. Just like during Hurricane Katrina. You remember when Baby and Manny Fresh and all them? Because I seen them in Lenox Mall during Katrina. And you know what I'm saying? They were buying clothes because they lost so much stuff there. And they was like, man, we done lost cars and da 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 da. Yeah, because you stored your riches on earth, my G. Good luck with that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, the greatest, like you said earlier, the greatest gift we have is being present in the present. Well, what you mean by that is you said they were giving those numbers. What numbers? What numbers were they giving? I don't know what numbers you're talking about, bro. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like anytime somebody is in control of what you know, control of the knowledge and the information that you have, they got more power over you than you realize. I can't do that. I can't just take somebody's word. You know what I'm saying? Now, most of the time when I believe somebody, it's because I've experienced it for myself to the point where, or I have enough knowledge about it to where I can smoke a bag of that. I can rock with that. Because I'm gonna tell you, when it comes to this, and I know a lot of people don't want to hear this topic or whatever like that, I don't mind talking about it because my thing is once I started diving into it, the people on the side that were saying that you can't leave Earth, they had a bunch of stuff to back it up. The people on the other side who are saying that you can, when you ask them, well, how or what makes you believe that and such, the answer that they always gave was something intangible. Oh, they got pictures of it. Maybe they got Photoshop. Photoshop been around for 60 years, whether y'all know it or not. I was asking 100 for 10. Let's see. They were giving those numbers for the work. I was asking, bro, come on up, man. This like reading text messages and trying to see what somebody talking about. But man, look, it's certain books that was taken out of the Bible, and it was taken out of there for a reason. Because if you were to read the story of oh man, what was the name of that book? Oh my God, I didn't hit a blank. But anyway, the Book of Enoch. The Book of Enoch tells the whole story, but that's why I was taken out. Oh, I was asking 10. Yeah, yep. You can get 100 of them. We just want 10 back off of them. Yeah, they wanted 10K off each one. You know, they were going for, like your boy said, 17.5. They only wanted 10. I'm just saying. I easily turned down $1 million. Millions. It's been other times where I had other little licks like that, but bro, it ain't worth it. Like you said earlier, it doesn't benefit a man to sell his soul. Certain things that we do is an act of worship. And I don't even love money like that. I know it's a need, but I don't love it. I've turned down, yeah, the Book of Enoch. Yeah, I've learned how to turn down certain money because all money ain't good. Just ain't. All money is not good money. For real. And if you know, you know. You know I ain't lying. Straight up. If you know, you know. I'm about to have a commercial break real quick. I want y'all to check out this song by my little brother, Ron Mack. And I will be right back.
Everywhere that I step, man, I feel like it's a minefield. Every day I feed my brain, I'm just trying to keep my mind filled. And bitch, I've been through a lot, ever wonder how I feel. They wanna know how many bitches I fuck, the niggas I killed. It don't really matter just as long as you know I'm real. Got a brother like that nigga off of power, nigga Tommy real. I got my middle fingers up, screaming fuck you bitch. I'm fly in my Tommy heel. I'm smoking BLKs, smoking UGK. My ex still popping pills. It's a gift from God, my nigga, that's not a skill. You can name any nigga on this earth, they not as real. Hey, this the real trill right here, baby, this not a drill. I'm screaming R.I.P. to my brother Chris, to my cousin Kwame, and my mama still. Shit, I ain't even lying on the other line trying to make a deal. I ain't even lying, even if I'm flying, I'ma make me a meal. But my goal is to drill, everybody chasing that dollar bill. Gotta watch out for the snakes and the rats in the field. Heard a little nigga got cracked in the reels for trying to take wrecks that ain't his. Everywhere that I step, man, I feel like it's a minefield. Every day I feed my brain, I'm just trying to keep my mind filled. And bitch, I've been through a lot, ever wonder how I feel. They wanna know how many bitches I fuck, the niggas I killed. It don't really matter just as long as you know I'm real. I got a brother like that nigga off of power, nigga Tommy real. I got my middle fingers up, screaming fuck you bitch. I'm fly in my Tommy heel. I'm smoking BLKs, smoking UGK. My ex still popping pills. My niggas dying to live cause we ain't got a choice. My niggas screaming and yelling, we ain't got a voice. These niggas acting like bitches like they pussy moist. Pulling up in the Rolls Royce. I don't wanna hear no noise, I just wanna see the fucking invoice, nigga. I just want everybody around me to get a lot of bread. I I just want everybody around me to not see the feds. But when they scream code red and the nigga in the bed, gotta watch what the other motherfucking nigga said. Shit, you don't even know if the other nigga scared. Nigga, this a gang, gotta watch how you play it. Too many niggas from my side of town end up gone. Too many niggas from my side of town feel alone. And they don't wanna go home, rather stay in the streets and do wrong. That's the only place that they really feel they belong. Every single day is the same old song. Another black man getting shot in the dome. No, I'm not preaching, my nigga, just giving the game. Bitch, I'm just giving the game. I know it all, cause my nigga, I did the same. Like I was wetting niggas up like my gun, it was made out of clouds. And my bullets, they was made out of rain. I shoot a nigga even though the nigga way out of range. Do your thing, just use your brain. Everywhere that I step, man, I feel like it's a minefield. Every day I feed my brain, I'm just trying to keep my mind filled. Bitch, I've been through a lot, everyone know how I feel. They wanna know how many bitches I fuck, the niggas I kill. It don't really matter just as long as you know I'm real. Got a brother like that nigga off of power, nigga Tommy real. I got my middle fingers up, screaming fuck you bitch, I'm fly in my Tommy hill. I'm smoking BLKs, popping UGK, my ex still popping pills.
Face on the beat.
Yeah, man, that was my little bro. A little mixtape he was working on a couple of months ago. Appreciate that, troll. I thought it was hard too. I was actually proud of him. I don't agree with all the lyrics, but you know, I see where he was coming from. Definitely see where he was coming from. But I ain't gonna be on here long. I ain't planning on being on here this long. It's already been an hour and a half. But nah, man, I just, you know, bro, I love to have these conversations because, like I said, I don't necessarily think that I'm right too, and unfortunately, we really ain't gonna know until it's over. Because ain't nobody came back to say whether it's right or wrong or whether it's true or false. One thing I do know, and one thing I do not agree with, is when you die or when family members die, they watching over you. I got better shit to do with my time when I'm dead. I swear to God, I ain't got time to be watching over nobody and seeing what they do. Because I honestly want my wife to be able to move on and, you know, still be covered by somebody because she carries, you know, she carries herself like a wife because she's a wife. So I wouldn't want to be no fly on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Like watching. No, I'm straight on that. You know what I mean? Like. I just don't think I don't think that's the thing to do. Straight up. Hell nah. Don't be out there floating around and yeah. And you got this nigga driving my motherfucking car. I'm gonna hunt y'all motherfuckers. Nah. Nah. And you letting that nigga hit it like that, you ain't let me do that shit, you remember? Nah. It ain't ain't no watching over nobody. Ain't no coming back. Ain't no relaying no messages and none of that stupid shit, man. Nah. I don't believe in that. I don't personally believe in that. Because if my mom was passed and I know she ain't watching over me because she would have slapped shit out of me by now. But I didn't I'm just gonna say me and her done got into it in real life, so I know she'll slap the shit out of me now. Especially when I be having some of the conversation with my folks, I be like, all right, yeah, my mom wasn't all that either now. Like, none of my brothers, none of us got the same dad. I'm just saying. And she didn't die married. She didn't die a married woman. As a matter of fact, I was there when her boyfriend of 20 years, how stupid is that? But I was there when her boyfriend of 20 years proposed to her, and he proposed to her when she got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and the doctor told her she had 6 months to live. And it wasn't like he was gonna gain anything because she ain't had nothing. But he was like, I don't want you to die alone and unmarried. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm willing, you know, I've been trying to marry you, you know what I mean? But you just stubborn and all that. At the same time, in her defense, she was married at my mom said she got married when she was 16, but she was with the dude since she was 13. And yeah, I can't go into much of that because that's a whole nother rabbit hole in and of itself. How I got the name Stanley, put it like that. But man, look, I say what it is, because there's been times my mom was like, "You look just like your daddy." I'm like, "Who the fuck else I supposed to look like? You fucked him, didn't you? And got pregnant by the nigga. Like, I look like the nigga you got pregnant by." Like, it be times, you know what I'm saying? You know, she'll make me sick, just like your daddy. You fucked him. So I don't care how sick he made you. That's something that you got to deal with. You ain't say all that when, you know what I mean? It was jumping your bones, but now, you know what I'm saying? Oh, no, she good, bro. She good. Because check this out, is my mom is a Jehovah's Witness. She grew up Jehovah's Witness. She raised us up to be Jehovah's Witnesses. That's why I was telling you, when you by you celebrating my birthday, that was my first time having my birthday celebrated. My wife, she'll buy me stuff or whatever like that, and she'll always give it to me the day before or the day after or sometime before or sometime after, but never on my birthday, because she, you know, she just respected that. That's how I was raised. But the first time I actually celebrated my birthday was on your channel, bro. Straight up. That's why I honestly look at you like a brother, man. Brother from another mother. Yeah, they gave my mama 6 months to live. They said between 4 and 6 months, but my mama lived for 2.5 years after that. No, actually, she lived for 4 years after that. Yep. She came, she got diagnosed in Augusta, and she came home to Columbia and passed away. But we chopped it up way before she passed. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I was there, and the guy that I was speaking of, he was there when she got diagnosed. You know, we went to the hospital with her, and she got diagnosed. And me and her had a conversation, and as a matter of fact, she didn't have a funeral. She got cremated. But they held her memorial at the Kingdom Hall. And I'm gonna tell you why it was a big deal that they had her funeral at the Kingdom Hall. My mama got what they called exiled. It wasn't, that's not the word for it, but it was basically in the exile. She could come to the Kingdom Hall, but she couldn't ask questions. She couldn't do nothing. She basically could come, but don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? And like once that happened to you, you have to do certain things in order to get back into the excommunicated or something like that. Yeah. So she had to, you know, get into their good graces in order for her to come back. It's called disfellowship. That's what it is. She got disfellowship. And it's hard to come back from that. You know what I'm saying? But she actually kind of got that back, that privilege back, I think. But whatever she lost it for, hell, she was still doing. So in my mind, I'm like, nah. And she didn't go for years. But when she passed, they held her memorial there. And that's actually a privilege. You know what I'm saying? For that religion, for them to do that. I mean, you're in the good graces and all that stuff. And it was held at the Kingdom Hall that we grew up in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, excommunicado. Yep. But for Catholic Church, yep, you're absolutely right. But that meant a lot. That meant that she was back in God's good graces, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when I say she good, she good. You know what I'm saying? I'll see her again. But she ain't hovering around. That's all I'm saying. She ain't hovering around. You better not be watching me and have the stuff that I be doing, because you'll be like, oh my God, my son. Well, you can't cover your eyes, man, because you a spirit. Your hands are see-through. My homies be getting on me when I be talking like, they be like, man, you going to hell. I be like, man, no, I ain't. I could speak on it, because like I say, I appreciate everything that she done, good, bad, or indifferent. But at the same time, I can't be like how Pac was. Even though you was a dope fiend, you was still a queen. No, you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You did some fucking up. Like I was well into my mid to late 30s before I really became the man who I was supposed to be, because I didn't have no blueprint, because my father wasn't there, because you didn't pick a dude that was going to be there, or you ran the dude off that was trying to be there. Because I do remember my father. I do remember my father trying to get custody of me, or trying to get me, or whatever like that. And I didn't understand it until I went through my situation. Now I see how a father can say, forget that, man. You know, F you and them kids. And knowing what I know, my mom put me in some situations too. This same dude that offered to marry her 10 years prior to that, it might have been 15 years prior to him asking her that. I remember her giving me a pistol and telling me to shoot her. Because he supposedly hit her. I'm like, you my mama. I know your mouth. If I was old enough, I'll slap the shit out you. Like, you disrespectful. Like, my mom is disrespectful, cuz. But going into my mom's history, she disrespectful because she didn't grow up around her parents. My mom got put up for adoption when she was young. That's why, you know, I was so surprised when I met my grandma at her funeral. I was like, is this your grandma, or is this your adopted grandma? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And she answered it, but it still was like, I don't see the resemblance, so I don't know. Troll with the Soul said, I respect that. I have a strong disdain for Feeny and women like her. No disrespect to your late mom, of course. Yeah, bro. I feel that, and I don't take it as no disrespect. But at the same time, yeah, man, I had a disdain for her too. Matter of fact, I showed my disdain for her while she was alive. Like, it was a situation where I actually went to jail. I did go to the city jail before. I did 2 days in the city jail because me and my mom got into it, and I call it domestic violence charge. And this is before they had what they call because it's just domestic violence. It's something else now. It's not aggravated domestic violence, but it's something else now. But it ain't domestic violence ain't just domestic violence no more. You can't solve it with mediation no more. No, somebody going to jail for a good minute. But it was basically a situation, and I ain't afraid to talk about it because it was messed up. Like I moved up here to Columbia in 2000 or 2001, from 2000 to 2002, and my mom was like, "No, you and your family, we got this big house. You know what I mean? It's plenty of room." Make a long story short, she needed help on the rent, but she didn't want to say that. That's why she was so willing to let us come and stay or whatever like that. And I had a young family. You know what I'm saying? It was me, my girl, her son, and our 2 kids together. So it was 3 kids and me and her. The house was big. The house had 2 kitchens, the kitchen upstairs and the kitchen downstairs. So we didn't even have to come downstairs type of situation. And my mom ain't never went up no stairs as long as I've known her in life. Like, she's like, I ain't coming up no damn stairs. Y'all better come down here, y'all boys. So we were staying there. Everything was good. You know what I'm saying? I had found the spot because actually she helped me find the spot because she was like, yeah, I was talking to, some people, and this lady said she had a house that she got for rent or whatever. All right, cool. We was cool. Went and talked to the lady, whatever like that. So it was around tax time. So, you know what I mean? When we got our taxes back, we were going to get the house. Well, the taxes came back and we was trying to, get the crib, but my mom thought that she was going to get more from us than what we was going to give her, basically. You know what I'm saying? And what we gave her was fair plus some, but it probably didn't cover what she was behind or whatever. So it just wasn't enough. And being that it wasn't enough, she snapped. She flipped the script. She met the lady first. So she had more contact with the lady than I did. And I was going over there by the house, seeing, because she was like, while y'all waiting on that, it also has to get cleaned up and fixed up because the person that stayed there, knocked holes in the wall and things like that. So she was like, so it works out perfectly. But my mom was like, she went behind my back and was telling the lady that, oh no, they don't want it. They changed their mind. So we didn't even know that the lady had moved on with the deal. She ended up giving it to somebody else. But this happened like within days or something like that, like within 3 days. Because when she, when she got the check, we didn't just go out that same day and cash it. Because I'm always the type like, let's sit down, you know what I'm saying, and write down what we're going to do with this money. Because if not, then we're gonna mess around and stop by a store and spend $200, $300, $400 that we don't need to. And then when we need to take care of some business, we're gonna be $200, $300 short. So we didn't jump out. So my mom, knowing that the check came because she checked the mail, so she gave, she gave us the doggone check, so she knew when it came. But like I said, 2-3 days go by and things wasn't moving as fast as she would have liked them or wanted them to, even though she didn't voice anything. So she did that behind my back. And then on top of it, put us out. So not only did we get put out, but now we ain't got the house lined up, because if we got put out, cool, we got the money to stay in a hotel until the house is ready, because we have like a week or a week and a half to wait. Man, the lady, like I said, so the lady, we found out the lady had went on with the deal, because we found out what my mom told her. So I confronted my mom, But when I went down to confront my mom, all our stuff was outside. People was picking up. It's like a scene out of a movie, bro. Because it's like a little street that we had to walk to before we got to the unit. And, you know, people walking by, and I'm like, I got a shirt just like that. Damn, I got some pants like that too. How the hell they get? Because I bought my shit in Atlanta. They must got a store right here that sell that same shit. I'm talking about I'm dumbfounded, because I'm, you know what I'm saying? My mind is on something totally different. Closer I got, I'm like, oh man, that's all my stuff. So I got all my stuff, all our stuff just sitting out there. And I was upset about my stuff, but I was more upset about my girl stuff. This is my girl. She ended up being my ex-wife, but at the time, she had pictures of her mom that has passed away, grandma that has passed away, and things that she accumulated before even meeting me. So she lost that stuff. I can deal with losing my stuff because how my mom was, we moved a lot. I can deal with losing my stuff, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that all her stuff was gone, that really just sent me over the edge, you know what I'm saying? Because I know how much that meant to her. Hey, not gonna like what I got to say next, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Because like I said, this platform is for me to tell my story, good, bad, and indifferent. You're gonna get the real. Bro, I was so mad when I had the conversation with my mom, and she was like, yeah, I did it. You know what I'm saying? And da 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 da. And mind you, she still had the money that we gave. You know what I'm saying? So we had just enough to get the spot and probably, you know what I'm saying, get some furniture. But I was working too, so I was like, we just need to get in. And you know, we had enough money to cover the deposits and all that stuff. So, bro, no lie. And you know what I'm saying? We done made up from this incident since. But bro, me and my mom was arguing, and they were about to go there. My mom was sitting down with that, basically, nigga, fuck you and your family. And mind you, my daughter at the time was like 4 months old. And we about to be homeless with a 4-month-old, a 14-month-old. No, yeah, they're a year and a week apart. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I ain't got no car or nothing at this time. So I'm like, what the fuck am I finna do? And all in the midst of all that anger, bro, I spit in her fucking face. I'm not proud of it, but I did. I spit in her face, man. So I'm saying this to go back to your point, troll with the soul. Like the disdain was there, bro. Like so much stuff happened. You know what I'm saying? But we thugged it out. You know what I'm saying? Stayed in the hotel for about a month and a half, and then got us a spot. But a month and a half in the hotel room, bro. 5 people in a hotel room, and this wasn't even no Hilton, my guy. If JD was still up here, the Star Motel, nigga. I was pissed, nigga. You think Motel 6 bad, bro? This is like a Motel -3. Straight up, yeah. But I say all that to say that in the end, me and my mom made up from all that shit. So like, excuse me. Cause like I was saying, when she pulled the same stunt on me in Augusta, it wasn't really surprising. But notice in that situation, I only called the police because she threatened to knock me the fuck out. And she probably would. She probably would. Like my mom's sick. But I didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't do nothing. You know what I mean? I just called the police on her and went on my way. Especially when the police started tripping, like he still was gonna lock me up. I ain't mad. But But this, you know, this is when I was younger, and I'm like, I can't believe this. This is like super messed up. Like, I can't believe somebody in my family did this to me, but my mama did this to me, bro. So, but even with something like that happening to me, I can tell you about my other brother's story too. But like, part of the reason why my little brother ain't here no more because him and my older brother got into it while they was at my mama's house. My brother, my younger brother beat up my older brother. All right, Barry, when you see this, you're probably gonna be mad at me, but I don't give a fuck. And when that happened, you know what I'm saying, he ended up going to jail for a day or two. And when he got out, he left because he felt like, you know what I'm saying, he tried to have some closure because my mom put him in basically a boys' home when he was 12. You know what I'm saying? He was there from 12 to 17, dead at 18. Matter of fact, he didn't even make 18. He was dead before 18. He got out the home at 17 and he was dead by 18. He didn't grow up with us. I just got memories of him. And I remember, yeah, she kept our money. What? Like I said, it wasn't enough. Yeah, she needed that and then some. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, she kept our money, bro. Kept the money. That shit was already spent. By the time I came and checked her about it, because like I said, she did this the same day that the check came because she thought we were going to cash the check the same day. I ain't fiending for no fucking money. I work. You know what I'm saying? So we just wasn't fiending for no money. We was good. But we knew that we had to move strategically because that's how I like to fucking do it. If at all possible. But yeah, my mama kept that fucking money and put our ass out. But put our shit out before she put us out. Like we didn't know we would put out until we get to the damn place. And I think a lot of the stuff that I went through contributed to my ex-wife. As soon as there was a window of opportunity for her to get the fuck on, she got the fuck on. In all honesty. Because I had a crazy mama. Although I dealt with her and her mom died of AIDS. I didn't hold that against her. I kind of felt bad for her because when I met her, she was staying with her stepdad. You know what I'm saying? She didn't even know her dad. And I'm like, man, you out here, you know what I'm saying? You got a baby, your baby daddy don't even fuck with you like that. And I met her, she was 18, I was 19. And it was like, you know what, man? Because I like you, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with you, I like you, I like everything about you. So I took her, you know what I'm saying, under my wing, knowing that I'm signing up to be your covering for the rest of your life. So when you turn your back on me and say, you know, fuck me, yeah, I want to be with this nigga. After 13 years, it's like, God damn, what the fuck? That was for nothing. So for a split second, I was gonna be a savage. You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff that my mom put me through, they ain't make me savage. When I went through that, I was about to be a savage. Going through my divorce, I was about to be a savage. I was finna turn up, and I did. I turned up for a slight second after I got away from that base head. Like once I got away from that base head and I was in the little room in the house, nigga, I was smashing. But I was like, I ain't finna go overboard because I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, you caught out here with no fuck shit and play myself off the street. But yeah, I smashed a couple of niggas' girls because I was in my fields. You know what I'm saying? Somebody smashing my fucking bitch because at this time, the divorce ain't even final yet. So your divorce ain't final, but your wife got a boyfriend. I got a story about that shit. I remember when her boyfriend cussed her ass out when I had got out of prison. Because, like I said, she was telling me that she didn't want to be with me 2 days before I got out. But when I got out, I had 72 hours to report to Augusta. It don't take but fucking what 3.5 hours to get to Augusta. So I'm like, I got 69 hours to fuck off. Being that my wife didn't fuck with me no more, nigga, I pulled a motherfucking Goodfellas in reverse. I'll tell you how I pulled the Goodfellas in reverse. You remember on Goodfellas, that nigga wife came down there and another bitch name was on the registry? Well, not to disrespect my wife, the chick that I was telling you that I was taking the picture for this album cover, that was my girl at the time. My side chick anyway, because she was trying to get back in, in good graces. This is the one who did John. So she was like, I'm fucked up about you going to jail and all that shit, because I went to court for 2 straight years. So she did John me in the midst of that, for 2 years shit. But by the time I got locked up, because I only did 4 months. So it wasn't like a whole bunch of time now. You know what I'm saying? I did some white collar shit. I'm not a criminal. But out of respect for my wife, I said, no, I don't even want you to come and visit me. I called her on a burner phone though, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't want no record of me interacting with her so that my wife didn't find out. Because I know if my wife find out, that girl gonna go crazy. But I didn't do that. And this motherfucker still ended up fucking with some nigga and ended up divorcing me. So when I got out, my first stop was her, the one that I didn't allow to see me. You know what I'm saying? She wrote me and stuff. And I couldn't call off the BOP phone because it's a record of it. And I ain't want them, man, bro, it can go bad. Trust me. So goddamn, hour 1 through hour goddamn 6. Shit. Let me get this shit that I was putting on bypass and shit, trying to be a good nigga and shit. You know what I mean? No, fuck, nope. Hell no. And I ain't even gonna take no shower before I go over here and fuck my wife again for old time's sake. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And did that. Didn't enjoy it at all. I'm like, this bitch giving somebody else this shit. I want to punch her in the mouth. I really do. But fuck it. This is your reality now. You know what I'm saying? Focus on the road ahead, because she don't want to be with you. And it's too late now, because you got to go to Augusta, regardless. You know what I mean? And she ain't changing her mind. She just letting you fuck. Yeah, she letting that nigga do that. And come to find out, letting the other man look. And that's when it hit me. Oh, this bitch gonna die with AIDS like her mom. I'm just waiting on the phone call. And that's fucked up to even say that, man, about your children, mama, but hey, man, what it is. So when I got down to Augusta, I'm the new nigga in the neighborhood. None of these motherfuckers know me, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then I was, no diss to the people in Augusta, but they had a saying. They call y'all busters from Augusta. I'm like, God damn. Cause when I did, I did 4 months, but then when I was in Augusta, like I said, when I was with my, current wife, 4 months into our relationship, I went back to prison for probation violation. Motherfucker violated my probation because I threatened to hit him with a brick for talking to my daughter while I wasn't home. The fuck? You a grown ass motherfucking man, nigga. You talking to a child. Like, granted, my child shouldn't have answered the motherfucking door, but you said you was the police. Motherfucker. They don't know no better. And this was, like I said, this was a rooming house. So you got to come inside the house first. You know what I'm saying? And motherfucker, of course, they let him in. He's a fucking probation officer. All they saw was that goddamn badge that said Fed. They wasn't gonna tell the motherfucker no, but I was adjacent from the house. I saw everything going on because I was at my mom's house, which was adjacent from that house. We was a good term. We was just conversating. So she did get to, spend some time with her grandkids, not much. And she actually, bonded better with the kids that I have now in my current relationship than I did the other relationship. She ain't like them because she ain't like their mama. She hated that I even had kids with her. She keep it 100. But, bro, I appreciate y'all coming through, man. I got a wild ass life. I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna write about it too. But I wanted to write about it before I got to talking about it because I know my shit gonna get stolen. But you ain't lived it. And I'm really leaving a whole lot of shit out. But I'm trying to give you the meat of it. Because like I said, man, my life is a cycle, man. And I see it in retrospect now. I'm glad I did that shit too. I'm glad. Trying to be faithful to somebody who ain't faithful to you. Boy, don't do that. Do not do that. No problem, bro. I just hope it helps somebody. Even if somebody already went through it and you know what I'm saying, like shit, I'm just glad I ain't the only one who been through it. I'm glad I ain't the only one who can who holding on to the fact that he had to spit in his fucking mama face. Like, man, you brought me into this world and then you want to tell me I ain't shit. All right. So now I got to find out my existence, you know what I'm saying? And I done that. I'm good. That's what's up, bro. Well, grab a handful of that outer space shit and bring me some back. Or get you some green if you get you some green from a motherfucker that's not from this planet, fuck with me. I don't care how much it costs, my nigga. Put a price on it. I want it. Cause I'm almost certain. That's why I fuck with Rick and Morty. Y'all ever watch Rick and Morty? Oh no, I ain't had no signs that she was out cheating. We stayed together and I was there every day. You know what I'm saying? Up until the time where I had turned myself in. But just real quick, and this go back to me saying about one of my homeboys. Well, the homeboy who I was over his house when I was supposed to be at home being murdered, he ended up fucking her first because he fell on hard times. His girl, his baby mama, who he stayed with, who I fucked. Let me tell y'all how karma worked. When she put him out, he ain't had nowhere to go, and I was getting ready to go into the feds. I'm leaving my baby mama and these kids here in Oakland City townhouses by themselves. My homie needed a place to stay, so I, you know what I'm saying, I was like, fuck it, you come through. Because at the end of the day, I ain't give a fuck, bro. If this my chick, she ain't gonna go that route. But if she gonna go that route, then fuck it. She went that route. That's her pussy at the end of the day. It's a song called It's Your Thing. Do what you want to do. At the end of the day, that pussy's on her body. I can't control that. Never have, never will. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna tell you this. A couple of days, this happened between the time he moved in and I had to turn myself in, which was probably right at a month because I got sentenced 2 days before Thanksgiving and I had to turn myself in January the 4th, right? 2 days before Thanksgiving to January the 4th. That was the only window of freedom I know I was gonna have, right? Before I get sent to this federal facility. right in between that, or well, 2 weeks before I have to turn myself in. Exactly 2 weeks before I have to turn myself in. Because up until then, we chilling and shit, you know what I'm saying? Me and my homeboy kicking it, smoking in the living room like we been doing, because this was my plug. You feel me? And so my plug then fell on hard times. He's staying with me. You know what I mean? So, but, you know, we still smoking good. And I'm finna go turn myself in. I ain't got shit else to do. Ain't like, you know what I mean? Bro, so everything was good. You know what I'm saying? 2 weeks before I turn myself, 2 weeks before I have to turn myself in, I felt a kind of a vibe in the air. Just, you know what I mean? I just felt the kind of vibe, you know what I'm saying? Because I had ducked off a couple of days and did my shit. So, you know what I mean? It just felt like a vibe in the air. Because I always did my shit. I ain't give a fuck. So, she was on the phone with my sister, my biological sister, but I didn't meet my sister until I was 18. It's a caveat on it. Didn't meet my sister until I was 18. So we cool, but we ain't cool. You know what I mean? She ain't grow up with me. She don't know me. I would love to know her, and I would love her to know me, but she don't. So they having a conversation. They doing some girl talk shit. And she said, I can't believe this nigga think I'm messing with his homeboy. And I'm like, bitch, I ain't even said nothing like that. So that's some hit dog or holler type shit. Cause how the fuck did you get that out of what I just said? I just said it smelled funny in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I said, okay, I know all I need to know. I ain't trip. I ain't even do shit. And I heard her say that to, you know, she was, like I said, she said that to my sister on the phone. And she was like, this dumb nigga think I hustle. And so I snapped about that part when I heard dumb nigga, fuck nigga, or some shit like that. Something close to that. Bitch, who the fuck you talking to? I'll knock your motherfucking head off your shoulder. Man, I turned around, and I'm saying this as I'm grabbing some shit out the refrigerator, so I'm saying it in jest. But you know what I'm saying? I'm grabbing some shit out of the refrigerator. I guess she took that shit seriously because she's really now looking, like I say, see, having these conversations with y'all, looking at it now, she already knew she done did the shit. Cause that's why I was like, damn, it smells funny in this motherfucker. You know how your house smells. Shit, you come in there, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking it might be his shoes or something, you know, and it could be anything. A nigga sleeping in the living room. I just like, it's yeah, funny in this motherfucker. My mind didn't automatically jump to, damn, you fucking my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm in the refrigerator, I turn around after I close the refrigerator, I see the front door open. I'm like, what the hell this motherfucker just went? She talking to the police. She just told the police I threatened to kill her. 2 weeks before I got to turn myself in. I said, oh shit, because it's open city townhomes. If anybody who ever hear this in the future know what the fuck I'm talking about, they know I ain't lying. Them motherfuckers come through there every 20, 30 minutes or so. You know what I mean? Just cuz. And goddamn, it's just one time that they goddamn pulled through that motherfucker, she at their ass. Yeah, that motherfucker threatened to kill me and shit. So goddamn, the motherfuckers. I'm standing out there on the porch. I'm going to see where she went to. They pointing at me. Him? Hey, you come here. They got the shit, you know what I'm saying, on me. I'm like, okay. What the fuck is this? Bro. They said you threatened to kill her, da 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 da, turn around, da da da. Man, next thing you know, I'm in handcuffs. I'm like, wait a minute. All this started because I said something in the house smelled funny. You know what I'm saying? I didn't automatically think her and my partner was fucking, but I think they might be fucking. You know what I'm saying? So she got there, ran out here and told y'all. I said, you know what? To be honest with you, I done slapped her ass a couple of times throughout, you know what I'm saying, our relationship because she do stupid shit. But I can honestly say I ain't put no fucking hands on her. I ain't even threatened her. I got 2 weeks left of freedom before I got to turn myself in. I'm not trying to mess that up. He was like, for real? One of the cops was like, for real? I'm like, yeah, I gotta turn myself in to the feds January 4th. You don't believe me? I got this paperwork right here in my pocket. Matter of fact, but I got to keep it on me at all time. Now I see why they said that. Pull that paperwork out, gave that to them. And he was like, all right. Next thing you know, the other cop that was with him come outside with a gun. Look what we got here. That motherfucker looked at my ass and snatched he just grabbed me. Like, yeah, you ain't say nothing about this. I said, I ain't say nothing about what? This gun that we found. You found a gun, it ain't mine. Yeah, she said you threatened to kill her with this gun. How I'm gonna do that? I didn't even know it was a gun in there. If I knew it was a gun around my motherfucking kids, I would have. Man, no, I don't have no guns around here. I'm on, bro. I got to turn myself in 2 weeks. What the hell I needed with a gun? You know what I'm saying? It was my homeboy shit. They found my homeboy shit. I ain't even trying to figure out why she know where his shit is. None of that. I ain't trying to think about none of that at the time. I'm like, I looked at the cop that had me in his clutches, and I was talking to them while they on the porch. So that means I wasn't even facing them. I said, who gun is that? And look, buddy, right in his eye. Look the cop right in his eye. To let him know I ain't signaling him for shit. All I want to know is it mine? You ain't even got to say it's yours, but is the motherfucker mine? You're like, no, it ain't his. So the other cop got down being the dickhead that he is. Well, whose own is it? Motherfucker, I said it ain't mine. Whose own is it? Is whoever said it's theirs. Shit, it ain't mine. That motherfucker let me go. They took that nigga gun though, but they let me go. So they were like, "You got somewhere? You got somewhere else to go?" I said, "Hell yeah, I got." What the fuck? Yeah, I got somewhere else to go, and he gonna take me. You know what I'm saying? Cause shit, he was driving. God damn it. Yep. Drop me off over here. I ain't finna let you know where this bitch stay at, cause you might start trying to fuck this bitch next. You drop me off over here. Yeah. I came back to the house 2 days later and rolled the rest of it out. But I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck what y'all do. And I'm like, I don't even know why you know what? Yeah, I do. I mean, it's pussy, nigga. So I mean, I guess you know, you're gonna get in where you fit in. But my thing though, at the end of the day, was, bro, you know I don't give a fuck. You know how many bitches I got? Lame ass nigga. You don't know I fucked your bitch. But hey, you don't know won't hurt you. You know what I mean? So I wasn't that mad. And that ain't even the nigga who she was fucking with when she talking about she wanted a divorce and shit. So I'm like, yeah, so you gonna tell me you love this nigga here too? Whatever, bitch. I don't give a fuck. You just want your pussy out there in the streets. So, you know what I'm saying? Be down. Have at it. Do you? Got to Augusta and goddamn donkey for a little bit once I got my shit together. Cause even before, you know what I'm saying, my mom did the stupid shit she did when I was in Augusta. I remember I was fucking with a fat bitch. But she was cute. But she was a fat bitch. I'm like, nigga, you know, you can't, bro. You just got out of prison. Start slow. You can't just jump out here and and matter of fact, I caught this bitch the same day I got in Augusta. Cause the same day my mom, you know, took me to the grocery store so I could get a few things and shit. Like I'm just out of prison for being in prison in 4 months. So I'm like, man, I want to eat everything and all that shit. Like I ain't been free but 72 hours. So man, look, Seen a bitch that was looking too hard when we was in the grocery store. Got one. Cause I'm like, if I could pull that bitch in this shit I got on, got one. And she was cool too, you know what I'm saying? For a second. I remember that damn, I had that motherfucker. I ain't gonna put that out there. But yeah. I went from her to another bit, to another bit, to another bit, to another bit, to another bit. I was fucking this nigga bitch. He think he was the man on the block. Every time the nigga pull off, this bitch come running to my house. Yeah, nigga. But I was like, this ain't no way to live life, man. You gonna fuck around and catch something from one of these motherfuckers or one of these situations because you ain't living right, my nigga. Shortly after that, I met my wife and I dedicated all my time and attention to her. And it paid off 15 years later. So, Augusta was a vibe. I was stationed there for the last part of my tech school. Definitely had a ball there, bro. First Friday, what you know about that first Friday, Tro? Goddamn, that first Friday be lit. And there's so many lame motherfuckers. That's why I'm like, God damn, man. It's fucked up when you get locked up somewhere. Cause I got locked. If you say you've been stationed down in Augusta, right? So how about when I was living in Augusta, being that I was on Fed time, they couldn't even put me in 401. So they had to either send me to Rennes or goddamn some shit over there in Edgefield. I'm like, what the fuck? What kind of sense this make? Because guess what? The rooming house I was staying in was right behind 401. Bruh, I used to see the jail every day just to remind myself, goddamn, I do not want to go back. I will walk around this motherfucker. I will walk past this bitch. But as long as I'm not walking in that motherfucker, I'm good. Yeah, bro, I'm still tuned in, man. I'm glad you still tuned in too. But I was gonna wrap this shit up, but man. These stories just keep going and going and going and going and going. Going on, boy. Yeah, tinted windows. That club used to be jumping. And they be having acts come through there. I went to tinted windows and 8-Ball MJG came through there. I was like, wow. I'm talking about big name folks. They were bringing them in, but I was like, we. So yeah, that's the, you know what I'm saying? Augusta has shit going on, but man, Augusta is off the chain, cuz at a certain time of night, you better have a flashlight and you got down. You fuck with anything at a certain time, you better have a flashlight. Bro. I gotta look at you, motherfuckers. That Transformer shit. But that's old news. What is it? Almost 2024? Shit, what they was 2007 or something like that when I was down there. Them motherfuckers were everywhere. Crime Mob was there. Yeah. But bro, Troll, I met Crime Mob. Them motherfuckers some little ass girls. And if they ever hit it, they'll know I ain't lying. We was in Tamarack condos. And we were rapping. We used to freestyle out there. Me, my little brother, and them two. We called ourselves, going back and forth with them. They were like, they were spitting and shit, but we just freestyling. Come to find out, them bitches ended up being in crime. One of them ended up being in crime. Fuck this little bitch name. I was like, ain't this some shit? So I rock with them just off that. I'm like, yeah, I've been rooting for you a little bit. You were cool as fuck. I'm gonna put you out there, but you cool. Yeah. Was it Prince in? Yeah, nah, that I don't think it's Prince in. I come in the bitch shaking my dread, that one. Yep, Tamarack Condo. If she hear this shit, she'll know I ain't lying. Yeah. Motherfuckers about the motherfuckers in, boy. And I got to understand the Pastor Troy beef. Cause I actually got on Pastor Troy late as hell. I ain't really fuck with Pastor Troy. I was a No Limit fan. You couldn't be both. At that time, you couldn't be both. Especially when the motherfucker meet Master P them in the midst of that shit. Cause the motherfucker performed like 3 times and within the span of like a year. And this was all during the beat. And one of the times they even had Pastor Troy name on the damn bill. They wanted him to perform too. I said, these some disrespectful motherfuckers. Oh yeah, Miracle. Miracle cool as a motherfucker. Old Augusta, home of Strong Thurman. Yep. Oh yeah. Talking about, you mean by different, you mean the type that like nigga? Talking about them kind of different. Cause boy. Columbia County. Shit like that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, them some different type of white folk. Yeah. Hey, shit, now you know I ain't lying, goddammit. For real. My partner had him one. I'm talking about this motherfucker had a house out there in Columbia County, like way in the woods. And I'm like, bro, this house is a mini mansion, cuz. Remember when DJ was out there in the country with old girl? How you fuck that up? It ain't no way in the world I would have fucked that up. That shit crazy. I don't know. Bruh. It wasn't nothing to do but eat, fucking live. You know what I mean? Like, cause there wasn't no stores around you, so you wasn't gonna do none of that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, man, but I don't know. They definitely donate to the Negro College Fund out there. Yes, indeed. Boy. But I ain't never messed with white chicks, so I'm scared of white girls. Ever since my partner Stan and Mike, I had 2 partners, man. They messed with some white girls. And I guess they was underage, but they didn't know. They should have did their due diligence. I didn't know I wasn't going. They invited me. Hey man, we got these 2 white girls, man. They got damn boy, oh, they wild, boy. They'll go. We man, we be taking turns on them, swapping and passing each other. I'm like, okay, well, y'all have fun with that. I'm not into that shit. You know what I'm saying? Call me lame, but I'm intimate. You know what I'm saying? I like a one-on-one type of session. I don't like that group shit. I'm not no exhibitionist. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with all that, bro. Yeah, Parts of Augusta remind me of 48 too. Bro, 48 Shop Road. What? Yeah, same shit. It's I'll tell you what it is. Eastbound. It remind you of Eastbound. Eastbound and 48 is the same shit. Over there by Bobby Way. Yeah. Over there by Bobby Way. That's the same as Eastbound. Yeah. It's still, cause this, I guess because it's going towards the country, but same shit. And Walton Way, what it is, Deansbridge Road, like that's like the most populated part of the town. You know what I'm saying? That remind you of downtown Columbia, parts of Columbia, Harbison, really, like Harbison, Irmo area. But you know what's so crazy though, JD? When I was in Augusta, man, an incident had happened where these two girls was messing with these guys from Columbia, from the colony at that. If you know anything about Columbia, you know the colony. Colony is famous. So these girls, the dudes was from Augusta, the girls were from the colony. Girls ended up dead. And then for a while, it was like some back and forth shit. Some folks in Augusta end up dead in Columbia. It was like, that shit was crazy. So Augusta and Columbia always had some kind of bullshit ass link. But like I was saying the other day, as many times I rode past Augusta, I ain't never thought to stop. And when I did, I found my wife. And I lost my life too. I did lose my life. I said I was gonna die in Augusta, and I did. Real talk. A part of me died. I had to let that whole life go, that whole person / persona of who I was. I had to let it go. Straight up. I was a married man, still carrying around the burden of both of the families I just left, the street family and the real family. I had to start fresh and start new. So in a sense, I killed my old self off. Real shit. But that's another reason why I not only understand, but I believe in God, because there was an incident that happened. I'm gonna tell you this shit. You ain't gonna believe it, but it's true. It happened to me. If you know anything about Augusta, the little area right there in Augusta, right there by the James Brown Arena where the railroad tracks is, I remember one day I gave up. I ain't gonna lie, I admit it. I gave up. I just got tired of waking up in pain. You know what I'm saying? Going through my divorce and not being able to see, hear, or speak to my kids, knowing the sacrifices throughout the years that I've made for all of the above. I just got tired of waking up. Straight up. Like, it just hurt it that bad to wake up. I would wake up with a hole so deep just in my heart, you know what I'm saying? In my chest. Like, it just hurted to breathe. And I just got tired of that shit. So I gave up on some but it was kind of funny because I always watched Looney Tunes growing up as a child. And I remember that my favorite scene, since I smoked cigarettes, right? My favorite scene was to stand on the railroad tracks, blindfold myself, and just get hit by a train. I ain't gonna feel shit. So I set out to do that. I had a blindfold. Of course, I had a cigarette, and they were the railroad tracks. And the train was coming. And I was like, shit, if you feel any different, now would be the time to not do it. I didn't feel any different. I'm like, fuck this shit. So Put my blindfold on, smoke a cigarette, just stood there. I'm standing on the part of the fucking track that the train ain't even on, even though I'm looking at the train coming. And that bitch blowing the horn and all that shit. I didn't look and notice that I'm standing at a fork on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That goddamn train ain't even came my way. That shit went the other way. I said, now, I don't even know if that's fake or you just a dumbass. I'm like, well, you can just wait for the motherfucker to go, you know, to go by. And I'm like, I ain't finna do all that shit. I'm gonna take my dumb ass home. Fuck that shit. That train scared the shit out of me with that loud ass fucking horn. So, you know what I mean? I was like, fuck it. I guess it ain't meant to be. But yeah, and I was like I said, looking back in retrospect, I did that. I killed off that whole everything. That whole chapter of my life, I just closed the book on that motherfucker because it hurted too much to think about it at the time. It was songs and shit that I couldn't hear. It was shows and shit that I couldn't watch. I went this motherfucker for 13 years. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was a lot, you know what I mean? But I'm glad I went through it. Because looking back at it now is the best thing that happened to me, bro. Never thought I'd say that until I realized, yeah, nigga, that was the best thing that happened to you. Think about it. Now you ain't got to worry about having a chick around you that you know will fuck your homeboys. Like, damn, you can't even be friends with nobody because this bitch will fuck them. I don't need no shit like that in my life. This person don't support your dreams. I don't need that in my life. You know what I'm saying? And then come to find out, this person will keep your kids from you. But you should have known that because she had a child when you met her. But she didn't really keep the child from him. But she ain't make no huge effort to make sure that motherfucker had him neither. I did that. Because I know as a man, it's important for a child, especially a boy, to at least know his father. I care less what y'all interaction is. You need to know him. Y'all both owe each other that. Because, like Pop said, I want to see a part of me that wasn't always bitter. A part of me that wasn't always, you know, tainted or tarnished by the streets. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I see in my son. One of them. That's what it's about, man. At the end of the day, that's why the community is broken, because we broken. We broken and trying to have whole relationships, or you know what I'm saying, whole families, and we broken. The only way to fix yourself is just self-reflect, you know what I mean? But you can't self-reflect by yourself. You got to have somebody to bounce these ideas off you. That's why when women tell me I'm working on myself, by yourself, how the fuck you doing that? Ain't no such thing. You don't know that you ain't shit bitch unless you got somebody telling you you ain't shit bitch. You ain't gonna tell yourself that. You ain't gonna never be that honest with yourself. I could be that honest with myself. I tell myself all the time, you a stupid motherfucker. You know that? You do some stupid shit sometimes. I don't tell myself that a lot these days, but I used to tell myself that, you know, you stupid as fuck. You know, good and fuck well, you shouldn't have did that stupid shit. Be honest with yourself. Cause you can't be honest with yourself, then I can't hear shit from you, because I know you ain't finna be honest with me, motherfucker. You ain't even honest with yourself. So, you know what I mean, that's the first thing that I did. I had to start being honest with myself. Remember you picked her? Yes, I damn sure did. God damn it. I did. That's all me. I got to have some accountability for that shit too. I could have left that bitch at Piccadilly where I saw it. I ain't have to step to her. I ain't have to get a number. I ain't have to do none of that shit. Do it to thousands of other motherfuckers. Why you couldn't do it to that one? And she ruined your damn life. Well, don't take that shit as a loss. Take that shit as a lesson. I got that from Izzy Bands, Israel Mills. All L's in life ain't losses. Some of them L's are lessons. That's a quote, bro. You need I don't know where you got that from, but that's a quote. Yeah, don't lie to yourself either. For real. Yep. Don't lie to yourself either. A lot of people do that mess and try to justify it. Yeah. And that's like what I was saying on Ed's show earlier. Fuck, I see my shoes untied, but I ain't gonna tie them. I just rather trip over the motherfucker, but then I wanna justify why I'm fucking falling. No, it's something else. No, I'm falling because it's something else. Y'all need to fix these fucking cracks in the cement. That's why I fell. No, stupid. Your shoes untied. You know what I mean? Oh, man. I used to be that same nigga too, bro. Like, try to justify everything I did. No, I fucked that bitch because she was horny and I was horny. And she was half naked. And she was drunk. Or some stupid shit like that. Like, I have all kinds of excuses to follow. And she was cute. Nigga, you ain't have to fuck her. Well, especially since you ain't even try to get her name or nothing. It's fuck nigga shit. I'm just saying. You ain't got to do all that. Lying to yourself. Hell nah. I want to be able to stand on the shit that I say. That's why I don't like, you know what I'm saying, lying to myself. You know what I mean? I know shit. All I am is me. That's all I'm gonna ever be. So ain't no need to lie to my motherfucking self. I'm not gonna do that. I'm with me all the time. If I can't be honest with myself, who can I be honest with? Shit. So yeah. But it be a lot of them motherfuckers want to give advice to everybody else, but they ain't checking their own shit. Or they ain't, they ain't putting their shit out there. But they quick to tell you about your shit. No, man. It starts within. I have a whole lot less to say about other people. I got a whole lot more to say about myself. I don't know them other motherfuckers. I don't know them. I know me. I got a PhD in me. And I try if I got a woman in my life, I'm gonna give her the blueprint. These are the buttons that you don't push if you want me to stick around. Other than that, I'm out. That's it. Simple as that. I'm not playing with these motherfuckers no more. We got number one life to live. You a sucker for love ass nigga. Hey, you finna go through it, my guy. You finna go through the ringer. These females are, they like sharks. They can smell blood in the water. It ain't their fault. You know what I'm saying? They sharks. It ain't their fault. They supposed to be sharks. Cause you don't want no weak chick at the end of the day. You want somebody who can handle their own, handle their business, and do their thing, rear your children. Cause you want to rear your children from good cloth. You don't want to rear your children from no bull. You know what I mean? That's another reason why I stopped being reckless. Yeah, they've been trained that way. They need to untrain themselves. That's bull, man. Straight up. It's better. It's a better way to do things. You got to break that training because, like I said, I got trained. I got trained fucked up. Straight up. My mom, like I said, I got stories about my mom. Like it's times that my mom done dropped me off, dropped me and my brothers off, and didn't know where we was. You know what I'm saying? Dropped us off at, you know what I'm saying, to the state or whatever like that, and we'll be in state custody. And then she had to come and find us, you know what I'm saying, 3-6 months later and shit. Like, and we like, hey man, we eat every day over here. We don't eat every day over there with you. So we kind of like it over here. You thought this shit was some punishment, but we actually don't even fuck with you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, because I already know it. I'm like, this ain't how life's supposed to be. This shit fucked up. And you taking it out on me, and I ain't actually be in this motherfucker. I ain't actually be here at all, cuz. Shit. So the fact that you know, trying to handle me a certain kind of way, and I'm your child, like that's fucked up. And I never do my children like that. I love my children. They're images of me. You know what I'm saying? So when I see older people acting stupid as hell like that, that's what fucks me up because I'm like, you're a role model to somebody, or you're somebody's blueprint. You know what I mean? You're somebody's outline of how to maneuver in this world, and you maneuvering like a piece of shit. I mean, what the fuck going on? And you wondering why everybody you meet or everybody around you is pieces of shit. Like a lot of these folks who I see complaining about ain't doing good person around, or they ain't, they can't find no good person. Well, you attract what you are. They're not attracting good people because they're not fucking good people. Straight up. They think they good people, or they might look good on the outside, but they're not good people. They're not good-hearted people, man. Because good-hearted people always meet good-hearted motherfucking people. I don't understand that shit. Or at least they'll have the radar or the intuition or the sense, you know what I'm saying, to spot a good person. You know what I'm saying? Because they supposed to know how, fuck niggas move. You know what I mean? You already know they got this whole laundry list of what that is. So if you know what that is, then you should know how to avoid that. But if it's abundance of them around you or abundance of them who gravitate to you or in your vicinity, then you need to check yourself. That's your vicinity. This says a lot about your environment or the environment that you're in, especially if you're grown. Because now that you got a choice to choose the environment that you're in, what's that exactly? Troll with the soul. Because the same thing you said about your boss chick homegirl. Well, I need you to be more specific on that. But while I'm waiting on you to say that, all I can say on that though is maybe and you mean like because you got to be more specific on what part, because the same because you said about a lot of people, but I'm not thinking her in particular, because the people that's in her circle are business people like her, but she's in an industry where it's not a lot of men, and if they are men, then most of them men married. Like, you know what I mean? They know their wife doing their thing with the decorating or the pulling these clients in that's getting married and you know what I'm saying, getting to this money, but she no, she rubbing shoulders with the same type of people that that's in her financial circle, her social circle, and things like that. But the honesty is trouble with the soul. The honesty is just because them folks got money, man, they don't make them stand up. Izzy was talking about that on the show the other day too. Just because they got money don't make them good people. Like everybody, that's good ain't always they don't translate to them necessarily being rich. Basically. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of fuck niggas that got good jobs, good money. You know what I'm saying? Heavy bags, as they say. But they fuck niggas though. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have had it if I would have, you know what I'm saying, took that deal. Especially during that time, yeah, I was kind of a fuck nigga. I was on some old Nino Brown like type shit, you know what I'm saying? But I was more Christopher Williams. Yeah. I was on my Christopher Williams shit. You know what I'm saying? And bro, it's she picking and choosing from the dude that's getting in the DMs and all that little shit. Cause like I say, she works so much, she don't get to really meet people, you know what I'm saying, in her she don't really get to meet people, you know what I'm saying? Like her environment changes because she actually is involved in her job. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. It's hard to explain because I met my girl at church, you know what I'm saying? And not saying that everybody in the church stand up, but like I said, it's just something about her. She had at least a moral compass, you know what I'm saying, that I saw. You know what I mean? She was 25, so she still was at that. She just right, you know what I mean? And she wasn't too tainted by this world, and she was, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that kind of helped too. That she might not be that good of a person since she can't attract a good dude or a dude of value. Well, it's funny that you say that because, like I said, she was married. She divorced dude. She had cover. She chose a divorced dude. You know what I'm saying? And that might have a lot to do with it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Golly. The money is an enhancement tool and people's true intentions. It could be a good or bad thing. The thing is to be your true self regardless. Bars. Damn, bro. I need to get my sound effects. Shit, yeah. The money is an enhancement tool of people's true intentions. Could be a good or a bad thing. Things to be your true self regardless. Right? CeeLo, I think CeeLo said it best though. When he was like, well, he kind of spoke on it. I ain't gonna say he said it best, but he spoke on it. He was like, I kind of like being poor. At least I know what my friends here for. I want to tell you that it's all good, but it ain't. I want to lie to you sometime, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, gotta be your true self, bro. And I found that out. I wouldn't necessarily say the hard way. I just found it out the life way, but shit. And look, because I never did it much. So I never pretended to be something that I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I never tried to pretend to be something that I wasn't. I was just trying to find out who the fuck I was. You know what I mean? So in a sense, you do kind of, you know what I'm saying, you do kind of lie to yourself about certain shit or whatever. You know what I mean? But I guess trying to find, you know, on your way to your purpose, trying to find your true potential and trying to unlock that potential, you know what I'm saying? You find yourself in different, wearing different hats, and not all of them fit you. You know what I'm saying? Like the street life ain't cut out for me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like always watching my back. That shit is for the birds, cuz I'm talking about for the birds. I ain't got time for it. That's interesting. Troll with Soul said that's interesting. Cat Williams said the same thing in the stand-up. Like attracts like. Seems like her lack of options is coming from her lacking in other internal areas. Yeah. For one, she don't have a work-life balance. That's first and foremost. She ain't got a work-life balance, bro. And that ain't good. Most jobs, especially if it's a good job, they have a work-life balance. They believe in that. They already know where you burn an employee out, or you fuck it up, you know, you mess up their household, they can't function. As long as their household function, they can function. Straight up. All that, you know, all that disarray going on. The children, you know, ain't acting right in school. They flunking this, you know what I'm saying? They flunking on their grades. The wife ain't happy, you know what I'm saying? So she might be tripping, stepping out. She sure ain't cooking. And if she's stepping out a lot, she ain't cleaning either. You know what I'm saying? Clothes ain't getting washed. You know what I'm saying? They could tell at work because you used to come in there, your clothes iron and stuff. Now your clothes look like you ball it up, and like they see that. You ain't representing the company well. What's going on? For real. That's why they love to have married men versus single men on a lot of these corporate jobs, because they know at the end of the day, these motherfuckers need their job. They need to come to work. They're going to come to work faithfully because they know they got a house, mortgage to take care of, a wife to take care of, kids to put through school, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying? They got house payments, car payments, boat payments. They got everything, man. You know what I'm saying? They need to come to work versus a single person. They ain't really got nothing going on. But it's also a tech world out here too that's a little different. Some tech cats getting money and they are partying and having a blast. So, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, man, don't lie to yourself. Find your lane and stay in it and prosper. You know what I'm saying? Her internal areas, like I say, she's a good person from what I know, but she don't have time. And ain't no man gonna deal with that. Because a man wants you to be his priority. Like I said, a man need to be needed. If you ain't around, you don't need shit. How you gonna need something you ain't never around? And then the stuff that you put on me is some stuff that is your stuff. I don't feel like I'm obligated to do that, or I feel like it's more of a burden. Because I ain't, you know, I'm still trying to get with you. I'm not with you. You know what I mean? Like, we could break up. You just boyfriend, girlfriend type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas, like, after a certain age, it don't sit right. It don't. Even though me and that chick been together for 13 years, I wasn't married, but not but the last two years of it, 2.5 years of it. So we went down there 10.5, almost 11 years unmarried. That shit could have fell apart at any time. I should have knew then, but that pussy was phenomenal. I don't know. Something. It had to be something. But oh well. Plenty of that out here. Thank you, God. Plenty of that out here. All you, a lot of y'all like y'all can't even eat goat. Y'all can't eat more. I mean, y'all can't eat just one. Y'all can't have more than one. Bro, you find you a good one, you good, bro. I swear. Ain't no such thing as that box get old. Ain't no fucking such thing. If you love that person, you care about that person, you want with that person love you, respect you, and you love and respect her, y'all admire each other. Y'all, man, hey, that shit don't get old. I promise you it don't. Every time is like better than the first time. Straight up. It's another reason why I believe in God. Ain't no way in the hell somebody created something so resilient. That's Women's True Power for real. That box is resilient. I'm talking about you can go in that motherfucker and give her an hour. She be like, you ready? Man, you can't do nothing with that. Ain't no such thing. When niggas be talking about, man, yeah, I got that. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Nigga, that shit could spit out 9 babies. You ain't doing shit. Trust me, you ain't doing shit. You ain't doing shit. At the end of the day, it's all about who that person is, man. So yeah. That's why I be trying. That's why I was trying to tell her. In order, first of all, you shouldn't be doing shit. To be honest with you, you shouldn't be vetting nothing. But you shouldn't allow certain people in your space. You shouldn't allow certain people around you. And I know she pretty much do that now. You know what I'm saying? But still, the people who's like, God damn, man, you need somebody else to pick for you. You fucking up. I be wanting to tell her I can't do nothing with her. I'm married. I'm happily married. I can't do shit for. But this ain't just for her, man. It's for all y'all boss chicks, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got but a few people watching now, but it's out there now. It's out there. And I'm gonna tell y'all boss chicks, as beautiful as y'all are, as sexy as y'all are, y'all still boss chicks. Unless y'all step to a man like y'all are willing to say fuck all this shit, you know what I'm saying? Or not necessarily fuck all that shit, but what can we do with this? You know what I'm saying? It's already established. You know what I'm saying? I wish you was there with me to build it. You wasn't, but I met you now, and I fuck with you. What can we do? You know what I mean? Because hey, at the end of the day, if I'm fucking with you, you got to say, ladies, that's what y'all got to do, man. Straight up. And if a dude was on the receiving end, like if I was in that position, I wouldn't let her let that shit go. Like I said, we keep that, but we find somebody else to goddamn delegate this shit. You know what I mean? And we make money in our fucking sleep. You know what I mean? You can do something else. What the fuck? Like, come on, man. Ain't that hard? Find you somebody that you want to fuck with, that, you know what I mean? Because you're not financially struggling. You know what I'm saying? But you need to somebody that come in there and still bring some order to the chaos. Not saying that you are chaotic, but you are chaotic because women are chaotic by nature. You know what I'm saying? Y'all nature is chaos. And if y'all wasn't, y'all wouldn't give a shit to do. We need something to do. Like I said, we need to be needed. You know what I'm saying? Give us something to do. That's why Eddie Murphy couldn't pick the chick that was goddamn jumping on one leg. What the fuck is she gonna teach me? You know so much about me. You know shit about me. I don't even know or think so hard to even give a fuck about. Who are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, goddamn, you ain't gonna do shit wrong. That would sound perfect in a perfect world, but no, I don't need you to necessarily do shit wrong, but you chaotic by fucking nature. I need you to keep goddamn knocking over the same fucking base over and over again so I can either put something right there to block you from doing that shit, or you know what I mean? Like, you just need to bring your chaos to me so I can put that shit in order. You constantly give me something to do. And I give you kids in return to give you something to do. You know what I mean? Like we giving each other something to do. And we keep it going. You know what I'm saying? That's how we don't never get bored or tired of each other. Because we constantly giving each other something to do, man. Yeah. JD, you right, man. Men are fixers. All right, Troll with Soul. Hold it down, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate you coming through, man. I'm gonna do the same thing. I got so much shit I got to do. But hey, nah, man. I appreciate y'all for stopping through. It's been a good one, man. And we will chop it up very soon, man. Appreciate you. Salute to y'all. Have a good night, man. Y'all, if y'all on the road or anything like that, drive safe. Y'all got any family, tell them you love them. Because tomorrow ain't promised to nobody. Straight up. Y'all be easy. Hold it down, man.